Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 82. 82. I knew that.
I like how you look at me for...
yeah, I was looking at both of you. I'm like, is it 82? It's got to be 82. Pretty sure it's 82. Joining me this week's episode, Steven Sims.
Hi, I have an addiction to RuneScape, and I'm here to talk about it.
We're here to counsel you.
Thank you.
Today.
I know it's rough times. We'll get you through it.
We'll get you through it, but don't worry about it.
Not rough. It's more help me.
And the person that's going to help him, Daniel, never wrote.
Welcome to the show. I am not the helpful one. I'm going to get him an addiction therapist, maybe.
Ooh, that would work. Send them to rehab.
Yeah, maybe he needs to go to rehab.
They lock his phone away. Send them in a cell, throw away the key, just let Sims rot.
They lock his phone away. He'll be in like a closet with like an Apple Watch trying to like play a game, you know?
The number one cure for addiction is death.
You know it's an addiction.
I don't think that's true.
When like I'm getting the old Windows 10 laptop out to play it. Like
Windows 10?
That,
Windows 10's new.
Windows I don't know, one of the old Windows Vista, whatever it's called.
Vista?
No, not that old. That's what I was. Look, all I'm saying is the one before Windows. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's funny. Vista. I had a laptop with Vista. Vista sucked. I hated Vista. Garbage.
Fuck Vista. Guys, been a pretty light week in the world of video games this week.
Yeah.
Not too much going on. Kind of winding down the summer here.
I think so.
You know, Gamescom's over.
Can you
Sims.
turn your... Either move your microphone away a little bit, or just turn that gain a bit down.
Up or down?
Down.
Which way is which? I can never remember.
Oh, man. The gain should be the opposite side for you.
Okay.
Yeah, the gain's in the back of the mic.
There you go. Look.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go that way. Well, it won't go anywhere that way. That way. How's that?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, cool. Should have done that before the show. But whatever. We'll now move on.
Oh, no, you're
to
louder.
Video game news.
You're louder.
Now I'm louder?
Louder.
Okay. Well,
He sounds the same to me.
How about that?
Yeah.
He sounded the exact same.
Now move it away from me for a bit.
Now move it away. How about that?
You talking?
Hello. How are you? We're going to talk about some video game news.
I do.
Okay. That'll do, mate. That'll do.
That'll do, mate.
Anyways, as I was saying, video game news. Go now. Where are we starting, boys? Here we are. IGN had the first gameplay reveal of, oh boy, Daniel, what was their name?
Firaxis.
Why do they got to get so complicated with the names?
It's an awesome name.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it sounds cool.
It's probably just like a city or something. Anyways, Firaxis showed the first gameplay of Marvel's Midnight Suns. It's a tactics/card-based combat game with a hub base and social systems.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch this?
I did. It wasn't much. It was like 30 minutes, but get to see footage of the combat, and you only get 3 people. Remember, I think when we talked about it at the Open Night Live, I was questioning how many you can get because XCOM goes up to 6. So I didn't know, how many heroes you get. But you get 3. And I think that's because if you had more, the combat sections might take even longer with a card system. So it kind of reminds me of...
So XCOM doesn't have that card system?
No, you just have abilities.
Okay.
I mean, you'll see abilities if you ever watch XCOM gameplay. It's from the abilities come from whatever class that character is. They all have something different. Here, it's each character has moves that are cards, which reminds me of Slay the Spire. You guys know I talk about Slay the Spire all the time. Awesome game. So basically, you get cards and they do a move, and that's what it seems like this game's going to be. I don't know how the deck aspect works or how you're adding cards to the deck or getting new abilities, stuff like that. They didn't really talk too much about that.
It looked like you just get a random thing of cards and then
there's got to be a way to shove in good moves, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how these work. Yeah, I watched the gameplay. It confirmed my thoughts that I wasn't going to be into this, and yeah, I'm definitely not my cup of tea. The social stuff looked cool, you know, talking to the different heroes throughout the little base camp you got. That type of stuff looks cool, and you like build friendships with them. I was like, oh, that sounds fun.
He said you could be very, very, very. He said very like 6 times. He said you could be very, 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 very friendly with these people, but you can't romance them.
You can get right there. Just the tip. Just the tip.
So
yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely not going to be picking this one up. Sims, are you in this game?
No, it's just not like you said. It's not my cup of tea. I literally just watched it because I was like, oh, I've not had time to watch it this week, so I literally watched it like an hour ago, and it looks impressive, but it's not something that would just like hold my attention. Like, it's just not my type of game. Just, you know, like, it's not free flowing combat, is it? Like, start, choose where to be.
It was never going to be free.
No, of course, no, it was never. No, I knew what to expect, but like, it literally just like put a massive full stop at the end of like, no, it's not for you, Steve. But it looks great.
So funny. From like cut to us talking about that reveal trailer. We all love that reveal trailer so much, and I'm still gonna play this game, and I still love everything I've seen. And then now you two are just like, oh. No,
I mean, I knew what to expect last week or whenever we spoke about it. I'm not down on it. The game looks great. It looks amazing. To be fair, graphically, I'm sure the gameplay mechanics for the XCOM nerds on you know, these real time is it real time strategy? Is it kind of
no,
like
no.
It's in that
there are XCOM has strategy elements than the combat.
Yeah.
This doesn't really have strategy stuff. It's going to be like social mixed with.
Yeah,
combat.
I mean, I like I said, I've played Gears of War Tactics, and I just couldn't get past what the fuck. I couldn't get past the tutorial, like, because it just wasn't. It wasn't for me.
Is gonna be
I'm still
that,
excited. Like, when as the time comes, I'll watch it, and maybe if it gets really good reviews and people say, oh, it's not as, you know, it's not that complicated. Like, I might pick it up when it's like, you know, next Christmas or whatever. But just no, it's just not. It's not speaking to me. Like, but Daniel, like, what? How do you feel about it? Like, let's talk positive from your perspective.
Sure. Well, I just want to say, like, this is not going to be XCOM gameplay. I just want to tell you that, like, XCOM is the gameplay of XCOM is still very in depth. There are all the classes and all the characters. There are going to be different class types with these heroes. Like, obviously, like, somebody like Wolverine's going to be probably tankier than some of the other characters, stuff like that. Like, Doctor Strange is going to have magic abilities. Whatever, Cap is going to be a brawler, stuff like that. Like, they will be different, and it will be streamlined. Like, there is no permadeath in the game, so if you don't need to worry about like letting a character die. Okay, we can talk about positives though. I think the character creator thing seemed pretty cool. Yeah, creating your own hero. I don't know how much you can like customize what type of hero you are, but I would like to see more of that.
It looked like you have to be that hunter.
Yes, that's character.
You. Yeah.
You are like the hunter or whatever.
I'm sure you could like customize your powers or whatever, but I just assumed you're just, you know, some guy with swords and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have like 2 swords.
Yeah.
I think the combat looks really fun. But that's just coming from me that likes card games, even though has card game. The cards are just abilities. That's all it really is. And it gives you a level of strategy to play out. So it's not just like spam the X button and then I killed it. It's more of, oh, I got this move. I have to kind of use it. It's probably my best attack right now. And then combo that into Captain Marvel blasting him with a photon laser or whatever. I mean,
I just want to say, like, there's no negativity like from me and Connor on this. Like, there's no like, oh, we're not saying it looks shit. We're not saying like this is gonna be a bad. No, I know. I just want to come across like we're not saying it looks bad. Like, it looks great. It does look great and it looks fun. But I think for me and Connor, it just won't. It won't. It's just not our bag. It's just.
Yeah, you take away. take away the combat entirely, I'd buy that game day fucking one, and I'd love it. You know, but yeah, it's just the combat. It's just not my style of game. Not something I'm into.
It's just the beauty of us three. Like we're all very different. We are very different in our tastes and topics. Like Daniel likes nerd shit. I like RuneScape. Connor likes men beating each other in the face. Like we all cover this base, and it's great that we can have this conversation because like if it was me and Connor, it'd be like, oh, Midnight Suns, yeah, looks alright. Not for us. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't even have put it in the dock.
Damn right. So now Daniel's here and he's saving the day. Like, let's get a round of applause for Daniel, man. Daniel.
Thank you. I also want to talk about they briefly mentioned through the like social system you can like level up these characters. So I'm guessing you like can do missions for them. And they said like you can get the Midnight Sun costume or whatever. Like there's going to be a bunch of costumes and stuff, and then you get an ability. I forget what they call it. I think they called it a Midnight Sun like ultimate or something. And each character, it's like a super. Like you get like a super ability and it'll change the battle. And each character you have to like unlock it. I think that sounds pretty cool.
I like the cast of superheroes that they pick.
Very big variety.
Yeah, and some different ones too that you don't typically see out of like the MCU nowadays or whatever. I know Iron Man's there and shit, but you got like Blade and a character called Magic. I've never even heard of.
He seems cool.
Yeah, stuff like that. I like when they show off different characters. Marvel has such a big variety of superheroes that like.
Yeah, I wish they would have
chosen some that haven't been in the spotlight. Like Daredevil would have been.
Daredevil would have been.
Cool. I thought they were kind of going when they first revealed it for like a Dark Avengers type thing. That's kind of what it seemed like, but maybe not so much that. I know it still kind of is though.
Yeah, and I'm wondering like this like only being able to pick. Basically, I guess it's only you and two heroes. So are they like really like wanting you to like pick two and like
stick with them the whole time?
Yeah, try to match. I like how fast...
kind of what it seemed like with the social aspect too, right? Like it didn't seem like you could, become best friends with every character. It just kind of seemed like
how fast can you do that? Is my question.
Yeah,
like how fast can I get that ultimate ability, or like how fast can I like romance them? Or
that'll probably end up encouraging multiple playthroughs too.
Yeah,
you want to.
Because there's so many characters. Everybody's gonna
this one, then Captain Marvel on the next playthrough.
Yeah, everybody's gonna want to try these characters. Like even just some of the MCU characters we've seen. Like,
so do you get to control the other characters that you bring out with you? That's the idea there.
So it's turn based. So you will just be them.
Oh, okay. So you literally just switch over to them after you make.
Yeah. So like it'll be the hunters. You just do. So I'm sure it's just like XCOM where it's your turn, opponent's turn. Your turn, opponent's turn. So then you'll be able to do all three of them, whoever your three is, Hunter and then Cap and Iron Man. So you'll be able to use their abilities, but it seems like walking around and everything that isn't combat, you are just the Hunter.
Okay. Cool. Anything else to say on Midnight Suns, guys?
No, I'm super excited for it.
Sometime in March, they said?
March. They didn't say
no exact date. Okay. Well, we look forward to that. Next up, there will be a PlayStation showcase next Thursday at 3 p.m. EST time. They will be showing updates on future games and upcoming PS5 releases. PSVR will not be there. Dun, dun, dun. We finally got it, guys. There it is. September 9th. Next Thursday. I think we'll cover this next week, right?
No, it's after the show, so it'll have to be the following episode. Yeah.
You will be at work, Connor.
Yeah.
Bastards every time.
Hopefully they actually give us some good things to show. I think I'm wondering from the time it's going to be shown off, are they going to show another Deathloop trailer? I have to say probably for like marketing.
Yeah, you probably get a launch trailer.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and then probably another Kena trailer, like more a launchy trailer. I assume those two for sure.
Like that.
Have to be there.
Death Stranding.
Maybe because that's coming soon as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end of September.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff they could show. I'd expect this is where we see that GTA remastered trilogy.
That's what I said. I don't know because I made the joke to Sims. Oh, what if they opened with the GTA 5?
I can see that
this gen version. Like I think that'd be funny
because they did show both of those.
They did it last year. They opened with that, and it still hasn't come out yet. So it'd be really funny. But it'd be cool if they showed off the remastered trilogy. I know all of us want that. So That'd be
That has
great.
to be there. If that's actually coming out at the end of October or whatever it said, then that
Yeah, it was
would
end
have
of
to be
October,
shown
early
now.
November. I think.
Yeah.
Was the...
I don't know where else that would pop up. So I would suspect that's now.
I mean, it's Rockstar. They literally could just drop it on a Monday.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
everyone would watch it. So
They do typically team up with PlayStation though. Sims.
not
What type
with
of shit you
Red Dead.
look forward? Okay, sure.
With
Not
Red Dead, they dropped it all on their own.
Sims.
I'm very excited. Yeah, it's
Great.
when I saw the news, I was buzzing. Straight in the Discord chat, boys. We got some food, and then like Daniel was like, "Oh, it's not gonna be that good." And I'm like, "Daniel,
I didn't say that. Don't try to put words in my
Video
mouth.
was like, it's not gonna be good.
That's not what I said.
I'm excited.
That's
I
what he
mean,
said.
you obviously have to read the fine print when when these, especially nowadays, like they're always.
But yeah, I mean,
they're ready
they haven't done a big event since last year.
No.
You know, like they really haven't. I guess the biggest one they did was Horizon's like event. You know, I didn't mean to interrupt. Sims. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Plus 24. You know, you expect the big boys. I think you're right with Deathloop. Definitely get that's their game this year. I think they've admitted defeat.
I've kind of conceded that.
Yeah,
that's probably their big game.
And by the sounds of it, I mean, I think I'm a completely different Deathloop person from last week's episode to this week's episode. Like, then previews come out, and I'm like, ooh, it looks like Dishonored.
Yeah. What did you not expect to sign?
I just didn't like the idea of the loop. I didn't understand the loop mechanic, and then obviously this preview kind of cleared it all for me. Is like you're on one run midday, evening.
So yeah, there's like 4 times where I guess you have to kill like was there 7 people, so you have to kill multiple for each time.
And obviously these people are all going to be in different areas, and you just like. You know, and then you set up traps for them, and obviously you can, or you can just use that loop just to find out their movements. Maybe they'll talk about something out loud. These people in these games, like Hitman and Deathloop, very loud people.
Hey,
you
know, when I'm gonna go to the bathroom at 3:00. I hope that no one kills me.
I'm gonna go to that bathroom that's always flooding, and the electricity's on the blink. Oh
man. Trip it.
So yeah, I possibly might be getting the Deathloop. I'm tempted, very tempted.
Oh.
I'm waiting for reviews. The review is what I'm waiting for. And by
me and you are huge Arcane fans.
Honestly, Dishonored is like one of my favorites. So
I know, me and you love Dishonored.
I'm really excited.
I'm very excited.
If it comes out 8 or 9s, I'll get it. If not.
I mean, it's a minimum an 8, right? Like an Arcane game's not going to get below
the preview.
8. There's no way. Ain't no way. I'm
excited. Anyway, so Deathloop, maybe some Death Stranding. I'm gonna sneeze in a second. And
warning us.
There it is. That's what I was waiting for.
And maybe so we got Final Fantasy 16.
That's not gonna be there. That'll be TGS.
I think I agree 100% with Connor. They could show it, but I think
but like these Final Fantasy, it was prominent at that last PlayStation thing.
It was, but TGS is way bigger to Square.
I'd say a very small teaser trailer for Spider-Man right at the end, like a black suit.
I don't think so.
Nah, man. Insomniac.
Here's your small teaser at the end. God of War.
God of War. You're getting gameplay.
Yes.
No way. Maybe there'll be gameplay mixed in there, but it'll be like a shorter trailer with like maybe snippets of gameplay in there. I could see that.
I say a big chunk of gameplay. That game's.
I doubt God of War is even next year. If I'm being honest, I think God of War is 2020.
So do I, but I still think we should get that gameplay. I still reckon we'll get some gameplay. I don't think
like a full
another teaser. Another teaser.
They didn't even. They showed literally nothing last year.
Exactly. So now they got to show something. Like last year, they were saying last year they were saying it comes out this year.
Yeah.
And they were kind of confident, and now they're saying next year.
They were. What I will say about Spider-Man is like I'm with you. Like I want it. I know all 3 of us want it. Like that game wouldn't even come out next year anyways, so they're not going to show it. They might show it next year as like a teaser for 2023 maybe, but that's it. We're not going to get it. The main team has.
Spider-Man, it's just too soon. They just put out Ratchet and Miles Morales.
But Miles was a smaller.
They're going quiet
team.
for a while.
But Insomniac are insane.
Miles was not the full team working on that game.
Yeah, exactly. So the full team, what the full team doing? What the full team doing?
It's still 2 games in the last year, right?
But I don't
think they're going to be ready anytime
That's also 2 different teams.
Yeah, but that 2 teams that just put out a game. Both of them.
But one of them did not even have a full team. The main Spider-Man team has been working on this game.
Okay, I'm sure they are.
Right.
Just
so
this
let me get my predictions. Quick predictions. God of War.
I agree.
God of War. Spider-Man. Very small teaser. Final Fantasy. Maybe another bit of Gran Turismo. Because these are the big ones.
Gran Turismo.
Could definitely see that being there.
You're right.
Kena.
Concrete Genie guy's new game. I think will be there. I forget their name.
Oh, when did
Pixel Opus. Thank you.
Yeah, when did Concrete Genie come out?
2019, but they said something earlier this year. They were teaming up with some type of movie studio for the animation, so I'd expect that's kind of close.
At least a teaser.
Yeah. Honestly, I hope we don't get Horizon. Just leave Guerrilla alone.
Another cinematic, maybe.
I don't want anything. Just let them. We got a date. Let them finish it.
I agree, but they might do another cinematic.
But
I think
they just announced pre-orders are up, so they might do another cinematic.
Them 3 big Sony titles, first party ones, and then you'll get your third party. I think Moxie's just said, "Oh, we're gonna get a gameplay reveal." So I'm assuming that's for the PlayStation. I don't think we'll see
Moxie. What's this?
What's the Borderlands?
The Borderlands thing. Tiny Tina or whatever.
Oh, Tiny Tina. Gotcha.
And then I don't think Rockstar. I think if this Rockstar trilogy remake is. If it's a big deal, I think they'll do a little something. They have like them really long straight. Like I don't know. Like it depends what it is. If it's just like a shiny coat of paint slapped on it, then it's not going to be a big deal. But if they've kind of gone in there and like jazzed it up more than we think, then
it's Rockstar though. Sims, come on. It'll be a big deal no matter what they do. That's what I'm.
You just said if it is a bigger deal than we think, I could see them ending with that.
Because Rockstar's Rockstar. We got to remember, like anything they do is just like it blows everyone away. Like it's Rockstar. Like they're premium. That's a premium. There's very few developers that are even on that level. So if they do anything, it could be a beginning or an end thing, right? They won't do an end. I think you're right. God of War will be the end.
I reckon they'll open with it.
No,
the fact that they haven't said there's no God of War.
Open with things that are coming out quicker, and then end it with God of War.
Maybe, and that's off the top of my head what I can think. They might have something new, Sony. Like maybe we might see a Last of Us multiplayer. Maybe we'll see a new studio. I think we'll see one new studio thing that we don't know.
What about Bend? I brought that up to you guys earlier.
Too soon.
Is it too? And even for a tease?
Yeah, way too soon.
Okay.
It took 6 years to make. Fucking
they took a while.
So,
they did.
I would not be expecting.
Boys, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay. What about a bunch of indie games? There's a bunch of little indie games that we haven't seen in a while, like the Little Devil Inside.
Yeah, Little Devil Inside.
What was the other one?
Left?
Yeah, it was Little Devil Inside.
Stray just got shown, so.
Yeah, there was the Goodbye Volcano High. Wasn't that there?
Oh yeah, there you go. That's fun.
There was that Fist game. I know that 2D with the rabbit with a big punchy punch metal arm.
No, I don't remember this one.
They showed it multiple times. They had it at their last indie event. Yeah, Fist. I see your little Fist Sims. Yeah. I think it'll be a good event. I don't know. See, Sony, they haven't had much to show. This is their time to show something. Hopefully it isn't mostly third-party stuff, but they could still put a good show on.
Yeah, I just think when you go through their list of first-party stuff, we either know what they're working on or they seem too far out.
Exactly. I mean,
they're kind of in that middle ground. I think this is kind of going to be. I mean, it already has been a lapsed year for Sony. I know we had Return on Ratchet, but it's definitely not going to end up being a great year for them.
Yeah, they just had 3 years of a lot.
Yeah,
you got to build again. So
yeah,
I think they're still going to be.
They only own 12 studios or whatever.
Yes, so people like to. Yeah, people love Sony stuff, but you have to remember that they don't have a ton of studios.
No,
it's not like Xbox is 21 now or something, or 20.
Yeah,
and then
literally double.
Yeah, it's literally double at this point. And then don't even get me started with Embracer Group. Do you know how many studios, Connor, they own right now? It's almost 80.
Jesus, dude. That's so many.
It's unreal.
And it feels like they rarely even put out a game.
Well, no, they do all the time because they're publishing all the time.
Maybe it's just games I don't even know about then.
They're all little indie games. They own so many indie studios. I want to tie in this other story in with this.
The Horizon one?
Yes.
Okay, and then it was also announced that Horizon Forbidden West won't have a free PS4 to PS5 upgrade. Bah,
Yes.
bah, bah.
Which is it's stupid. You see my little note in there. You probably tell is the emoji with the face palm emoji. It's so funny how much they struggle to do this. It's like it's not hard. It can't be hard.
This isn't like the save thing. The save thing's just stupid because they won't let you do it, and they did figure that out with Ghost of Tsushima recently. This is just a money grab. This is just we want more of your money. This isn't
100%.
This isn't like some technical issue they can't figure out. This is just we want more money.
Yeah, I mean, what? So can you tell me what the save thing is?
So they finally figured out with Ghosts is you could just download the PS5 version, click on reload save from the PS4 version, and it would just pop up.
But you have to have that save like on the system.
No, it was in the cloud.
That works?
I never like re-downloaded the save, but they just grabbed it from the cloud and then went on. And I'm just saying they finally figured that out.
So they're getting
at least with one first-party game they figured that out. I just don't. This doesn't even relate to that. I don't think this is just a straight.
I just wanted to know that.
Oh yeah. There you go.
This is I think pretty ridiculous. Personally, I think with. Honestly, I don't even like what they did with Ghost of Tsushima. It's cool that they did this Iki Island thing, but that's also should have just been separate anyways.
No, the $10 thing was dumb too. I can't believe they can't even do that here. Or are they?
There is not more. This isn't like Sony didn't come out and find this. This was like people digging into their website and seeing.
So that's kind of shocking that they'd go back on that and then be like, no, we're not even doing the $10 thing now. We're going to make you pay the full $70.
I mean, we don't know if that's true though. Because it could be that. I don't want to.
I gotta imagine it's that because then they're just backtracking at this point.
I don't want to give false information. Sure. I don't want to do that. I don't know. I assume it's going to be an upgrade, but even buying an upgrade, like, what is the point of buying the console? Isn't the console supposed to do this? It has always done this, right?
What do you mean? Like the console is supposed to upgrade your PS4 version to a PS5
or just make it better? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure the PS4 version will still run better backwards compatibly on the PS5 version. It just
that's what I mean.
PS5 version.
I'm
sure. I mean, I don't see a reason why you couldn't play the PS4 version on the PS5. I don't know if there'll be any improvements, but
there won't be. There won't be.
I mean, what could they improve though? Like, is the PS4 version like 30 frames? I think we just don't have enough information here. Look, it's ridiculous, nonetheless, that you can't simply get a free upgrade.
Oh, we don't have enough information.
To the PS5 version, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It sucks. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I don't like how much.
For me, I mean, it's just I could care less because I'm just gonna buy the PS5 version and I have a PS5. I mean, it sucks if you're one of those people that have the PS4 version and then you upgrade to a PS5 and then you want that version, but then you got to pay the whole thing. That's where you're fucked. That's where you're in that situation. But yeah, I mean, there's not really too much more to say about it. We've been talking about how ridiculous this has been all year, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to make it seem like it's just Sony too, because it's not. It is. A lot of these other third-party studios are doing the same thing.
Sure.
Activision is doing the same thing. EA is doing the same thing. It's very money grabby.
Yeah.
Give me more money. Give me money. Give me money. That's it. Give me more money. That's all I want.
Yeah. I think with all these, it depends how much the wide public cares, like the casual audience, I mean, it's one thing when like, nerds like us are sitting here with our PS5s and we're complaining about it, but those like, the majority of people, do they even know about this? Do they even care? That's what'll change, companies' opinions.
Mm-hmm. You have to remember that the average video game player doesn't know any of it.
Yeah. Exactly. They don't even know Horizon 2 has a release date yet,
Nope. They probably played they probably didn't even play this game.
Good point. Yeah.
To be honest, like most people just play a couple games and that's it. They don't care about the developer. They don't care about the publisher. They might see it because it's like a big Activision logo or something, but that's it.
One thing that does add up for Sony though is when this story comes out again and again and again and again, that you got to pay,
Guess
$10
what? $70 game
to do this. Yeah, $70 and all that. I think, then you're starting to get the casual audience's attention when you do this over and over again, because it's just bad publicity every time.
Yeah, it's the thing we need to remember is that Sony's first party games are $70. They have they said they want to use the range, maybe 50, 60, and 70, but they haven't used that range yet. It's all been 70.
Yeah, no,
they talked about that.
When they said that, I never understood like what they're gonna, what first party game are they gonna put out that they're gonna charge? Maybe
so I would have said Ratchet would have been a
this one.
What I would.
Yeah, Ratchet would have been a good candidate for that. But if Ratchet wasn't marked down a little, then what is?
I don't know. So 70.
I guess Miles, but
but that was also a smaller budget game.
Sure.
You have to remember how expensive games are. I know we like to say they are relatively cheap, but $70 to an average consumer is way too much. People barely scrape by for $60 game. And then
I wonder though. Again, we're talking about the casual audience. Do they care that much? A $10 bump. They're used to buying games for $60, or do they care about the $70 a lot?
I talk to average players of games. As much
just my standpoint, I don't give a fuck. I'd pay $100 for most of these games, and I'd be down for that. I just think, the cost of games has gone way up, while to make games has gone way up, while we've just been paying the same amount for the last, decade, even more now. So, I think we should be paying more, honestly, for games, but
maybe, but I think 70 is a lot for your day-to-day consumer.
Sure.
It's very complicated. I'm with you with maybe we should be paying for more, but maybe it isn't on us as a consumer. Maybe it should be more on.
I'm not gonna sit here and ask Sony, "Hey, charge me more for a fucking game."
Yeah, what I'm getting at is maybe dev time should just be less. Do less.
Then we're getting worse games, though, right?
No, very polished games, but don't make it a 40-hour game.
If they're doing less though and having less time, we'll get worse games.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
Pump out a 12-hour game, 15-hour game. Put 3-4 years into that, and you probably get more return, because you could probably pump, or it could even be less than 3 to 4 years. You get more return from that.
Yeah, but if you just constantly put out 12, 15-hour experiences, that's when everyone's just going to start complaining about length.
That's where you have third-party games. This is first party, highest budget you can get.
Sure.
I think dev time is way too long.
Yeah, I agree. Especially, I remember the beginning of last gen when a bunch of devs were saying, development time's about to get way shorter because of these new consoles. And that was on the Xbox One, PS4 gen, and it just got longer. And I think it's just getting longer, honestly. If we want the same quality of games to keep coming, I think it's just going to be longer and longer.
I don't know about quality. I disagree with you on that, but
quality takes time, though.
It takes time, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you have a smaller budget. It doesn't mean the quality's less, or you do it in 3 years instead of 6. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a worse game.
Sure. Sims, how you feeling?
I'm okay. Just to chime in, when it comes to quality and the development time, it comes out to money as well. And then you hire these people, they cost money. You get the best designer, you get the best writer, etc., etc. It still takes time, and then you're not even thinking about these games are made on machines, and machines don't work all the time.
They upgrade it all the time and stuff like that.
Things they're just sometimes the technology's not there. Half these new games they're going to run on the Unreal 5, aren't they? And that's not even ready itself yet.
Well, some of these games are just going to run on PS4. A lot of
I don't know. Right? You both got an argument. If you're getting 12-hour games all the time, people will be like, "Oh, what? I'm paying $70."
Even what you're saying, Daniel, isn't very feasible. Look at Psychonauts. When did that start development? 2015.
Yeah.
And we got exactly what you're talking about,
but the
12-hour
problem-
linear experience with quality, you know?
but
took
hold
6
on.
years.
But the problem with that game was it was a torture development. So that
Sure.
game maybe could have been made.
I mean, it
quicker.
did start on like Kickstarter or whatever.
Yeah, a Fig actually. Double Fine. It was just a notoriously bad like dev cycle there, but like they could probably put out games quicker. But like look at Miles Morales. Like that game was what 10 hours or so or whatever. You gonna tell me that quality is low?
Yeah, but
No, but they reused so many assets from the
Of
original.
course.
they just
Of
put a bit
course.
of snow in
The whole
in
fucking city.
Yeah,
I know. We talked about that when we played it, but I'm just throwing another game out there, or even a Lost Legacy, that style game. If we get one of those, maybe slightly bigger, but every 3 years, like I think that, and we don't lose like developers or anything like that. They don't get crunched.
So then here's the real question: would you not rather wait another 2 years added on to that to get a full Uncharted game like Uncharted 4 rather than a Lost Legacy?
What I'm getting at also in a different lane is these developers are crunching. They're going to have to crunch, right? Like these dev cycles are way too long.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. You're not.
But what?
I don't
Because
think either
like
of us
if you spend 6 years to make a game and then it becomes Days Gone, no offense to Days Gone, then they just flop, and then it's like maybe they could just shut Sony Bend down. They just spent 6 years for a game that didn't sell well, instead of 3 years that a game that they missed, and then let's bounce back as quickly as we can.
Yeah, fair points. I get what you're saying.
I'm just throwing it out there. Like I want Red Dead Redemption 2s, but if it's easier for Rockstar to, put out a quicker game or something, right? Like maybe that's better for them. They used to do it all the time. They put out GTAs all the time.
but then they're not getting the same level or higher than the last game, because that's their reputation now, isn't it? Like the game gets bigger and better every time.
Yeah, I think that's also consumer expectation, right? I mean, that's the same with every type of entertainment, movies as well. People just expect that ramp. And you can never, if you go down even a bit, people will complain.
Mm.
It has to be grander and bigger, everything. Sequel,
It still kind of does though. Like if they put out a Red Dead 3 that's half the size of Red Dead 2, you're going to be happy with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
See, I'd rather wait the full.
If that quality is there,
if that quality is there,
what's the point? I don't need the game to be bigger. I want a quality experience.
Yeah, but like I spent like a month in Red Dead 2, right? Say you knock that all in half, you get 2 weeks out of Red Dead 2. Would I take away that month experience I had with Red Dead 2 for 2 weeks?
And then
to get a Rockstar to get a
Rockstar game quicker? No, yeah, I'd rather wait the full 6 years,
100%.
honestly.
100%.
And then think of it this way: like
I wouldn't even think about it.
We paid what, $50-$60. I paid $50. You paid $60, and then we're playing it, and then now we're paying $70, 70 quid, and it's half the size
for half the game, and then you got to buy another one.
Oh well, but no, I am telling you to keep it at 60. I'm not saying the 70 because not everyone's even doing 70 anyway.
But it'll be on a PlayStation 5 with all the gizmos and gadgets and the Xboxes and the ray tracers and the flops.
Mm-hmm. I mean, tech's getting there. We talked about Unreal Engine 5. Like that engine's great, so it's getting there. More and more people have access to that type of tech. You're gonna get indie games that could do ray tracing and all that eventually.
Okay, next up, we've stayed on this too long. I don't know where this conversation went.
It started from Horizon.
Yeah, we were not talking about Horizon anymore. All right. Next up, EA Motive showed some behind-the-scenes footage of the Dead Space remake, giving us a very early look at the game. I do not understand why they showed this. I watched that whole Twitch stream. I was just like, okay. They were like, we want transparency. That's a word, right? Yeah, definitely. Between us and the consumer and whatnot. And I was like, okay, that's great. You guys could just shut up and then tell me when the game's ready. Like, I don't. I guess like do hardcore Dead Space fans really need this early look at a game they've already played? I don't think so.
I think it's really unique to do this. We don't really get a lot of behind the scenes, like see the frameworks of how they're making the dismemberment and stuff like that, or how the plasma gun works and stuff. I definitely didn't need it. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I don't need it at all. You tell me a game's coming out, it's out. That's all I ever want. I don't need this marketing all the time.
Especially for a remake, I don't get it. I mean, it looks great though. What they showed, we got just him walking. Graphically, this game looks amazing. I know you had some problems with the armor, the way that
I think the armor looked a little weird.
Was a little off.
Yeah, it looked a little odd, but
wasn't light enough. Like the lights on the back were like a big part of Dead Space. Just to tell where your health was and whatnot. Yeah. And like it wasn't.
It's all still
out to me
in progress. Like that's the big thing is like this game is being worked on.
I think the aim of especially the things that we did see, especially the scene we're talking about now, was more of the area, the environment, the lighting. That was the first thing I looked at. I didn't even look at the suit. I was just looking at the light shining through. It looked great, but then obviously they're showing you that this Roblox type fucking tech demo when you're shooting this thing, and I was just like, okay. I had a quick glance. I was catching up an hour ago, so I was just flicking through. I was like, yeah, it looks great. Why though? Why? Like, surely this could have been some screenshots, maybe a quick 2-minute video, like not all this. Like you're paying Khalif, the other lady that I don't know who she is.
Jackie.
Who was it? Jackie.
She's a streamer. Okay. She's with Alfredo Diaz.
Okay.
So she's a streamer.
But yeah, it's just EA with their bullshit.
At least it wasn't the interviews with the people at the cubicles and like someone's playing it in the background or something, and you're like, wait, what's that?
So he's like just playing it. It's just showing like
it's like totally done. Yeah. He's playing it in the back. Like,
show me that.
Can we widescreen that? Like shit.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty cool. Like we just don't get that very much. People being very honest about where they are and taking feedback. I think that's really good to hear that they're taking feedback on what fans want for the remake, right?
Yeah, they seem super early. I know they're saying next year. I doubt it. I very much doubt that. I don't know how.
I mean, from everything that I've heard and seen, they've been doing this for a while already.
It's just weird because they just hired that director, and it's just like, okay, how far are you guys? And I don't know. They don't look very far, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm a big Dead Space fan, so.
Oh, yeah.
Excited for it to come back. Next up, the Life is Strange show is still alive, and Shawn Mendes is doing the music for the show. No word yet on cast or crew, but Legendary Pictures originally partnered with Square Enix to make this show back in 2016.
Yeah, I remember that when the first game came
out. 5 fucking years ago. I can't believe that was 5 years ago. I thought this was like they teamed up with them after Life is Strange 2, but no, it was after the first one.
No, it was from the first one because like it got so popular. They were like, oh, maybe we could probably make a cool show out of this.
Guys, Shawn Mendes. Maybe we'll try to get him on the show.
What up, Sean?
Sean, you want to come on? Talk about some video games? He better be in a video game. He better at least have played these games now,
Yeah, bring Camilla, right?
I couldn't tell you a single Shawn Mendes song, but the Life is Strange music is I don't want to say like iconic, but it's very tied into that series, right?
It's
like,
very important.
Very important, yeah, to that whole series. So I don't know. He better nail the vibe. I couldn't tell you a single Shawn Mendes song.
You
so
probably
I don't know
a few.
Probably, like I probably heard him on the radio, but I couldn't name one. Sims, I know.
He's definitely got the vibe. I think he could fit the vibe of it, which is very like this rocky. He's a singer songwriter, plays on a guitar, so that's just how he does his music. So I think that vibe alone could fit pretty well if he gets like a good team around him.
You need that sad, like depressing teenage music.
Just acoustic guitar.
Life is Strange, yeah. And acoustic. Some hippies just like singing about his troubles or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's the music of Life is Strange. I know you love Shawn Mendes. I really want Sims to tell me he loves Shawn Mendes and then name like all his music.
So he sang Stitches, Treat You Better.
Stitches, that's what I knew. That was a big song. Stitches.
There's Nothing Holding Me Back.
He's looking him up.
No, I'm Shawn Mendes super fan.
Okay. Stitches. You're right. Stitches was the song.
Fritz
That
off
I
his
was
shirt,
thinking.
got a Shawn Mendes
What
tattoo.
is the Stitches song?
You don't remember Stitches?
I know
It was came out what 2017 or something
6
like
years
that? ago. Oh, 6 years. Yeah, see, that was what put him on the map with Stitches. That's
I
all.
would tell you to sing it, but YouTube will get mad at us.
Treat you better. Treat you better.
Is that it? That's how it goes?
I just don't like music anymore. Like it's all shit.
There is a lot of bad music right now.
There's so much bad.
I mean,
music.
It's actually been great. At least on the rap side, this year's been great. There's been
There's been some good stuff, but like for
like
the most part,
I
there's
mean,
some really bad stuff.
the UK grime scene's good, and then like the you know like the rappers and stuff. But when you're like pop and like when you're just to like radio music, you know what I mean? It has to be like I heard a song earlier, right? And it was like bassline, it's good for my waistline, and I was just like,
garbage.
why? But then stupid thing is that I'm in the pet store going bassline, it's
No,
good
you're
for
the
my
problem.
waistline, and I was just like, you son of a
I don't know
bitch.
this song. It's fucking got me.
No.
No?
Honest to
Okay.
God, Spotify. No, it's terrible. I couldn't care less. But I am tempted to play Life is Strange. I feel like there was 2 scenes because Natalie's played it and I was in the room, and there's like two scenes that like I remember, and they're big scenes as well. But I feel like, wait, she didn't play number 2. Well, yeah, I'm tempted. And I remember I used to work with this girl at work, and she was like, she'd just come in every day talking to me about fucking Chloe. And I was like, you're really invested in this. She's like, she's from Birmingham, so she's like, oh, I love Chloe. She made me cry, and I'm really sad. And that's how she spoke. So, yeah, big shout out to, oh God, what's her name?
Don't forget her now. She's watching. Oh, she's gonna be so disappointed.
Gemma. Her name's Gemma. Gemma. Oh my God.
Gemma.
You should definitely play. All 3 Life is Strange games are great. I even played Captain Spirit, the little like.
That was like the most intriguing one. I remember seeing a trailer. And I was like, I'd love to play it.
Captain Spirit was.
But I was disappointed when it was in like Life is Strange thing, and I've got nothing against it. I've seen it. Do you know what I mean? I kind of seen it, but I feel like I'm kind of forgetting it. But I know number 1's on like the PlayStation Plus. I feel like we've got it.
There might be like a bundle you can get with all 3 games.
There's a remaster coming
What's
out.
What's the third one?
There's
what?
the remaster coming out.
Oh wait, there's number 1, and then there's like the prequel, isn't there?
Before the Storm. Yeah.
That's how many episodes?
That one only has 3 episodes though.
And then there's 2.
The other one have 5.
And then so it would be Life is Strange, then Before the Storm, then Captain Underpants, then number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Captain Underpants is
Although
free.
You should really play Captain Spirit after the first episode of Life is Strange 2.
No, I would say play it.
No, because I remember that being very weird after, because Captain Spirit came out way before Life is Strange 2 even started, or it was like 6 months before.
It was
dropped.
like a build up, yeah.
Yeah, and then the main characters of Life is Strange 2 pop up at the end of Captain Spirit, and you're just like, who the fuck are they getting? You know?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They're in the backyard. You see them. Daniel saves him when he falls off the tree.
Yeah, but you don't see that until season 2.
No, you see him get saved from the tree, and the camera turns around. You see the 2 brothers.
No, he saves himself.
You're
That's
wrong.
what you're supposed to think.
You're wrong. You see the brothers.
You're
I'm
supposed to
completely
think
zoned out of this conversation. I'm glad because I feel like you're spoiling
You're
stuff.
supposed to think that he saves himself. That's what you're supposed to think.
You see the brothers, Daniel. I promise you.
Well, I'm not playing it now, am I? You've ruined it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's only like an hour.
I
wasn't
listening. You're
listening.
supposed to think that he saves himself.
I'll have a look on the PlayStation, see what's in the PS Plus library.
It's all there.
There's a remaster.
Captain Spirit.
Yeah, next year.
You
Good platinum. One of my first platinums.
What? Captain Spirit?
No, Life is Strange. You can't play Captain Spirit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there's actually achievements there.
Yeah. Life is Strange TV show though. Sounds cool. I would guess they're just adapting the first game, right, Daniel?
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed back in the day. But
yeah. I know the guy that wrote that 13 Reasons Why show is making this, so He's got that depressing.
You definitely
high school experience.
hit the vibe. It's just like hopefully they get good writers.
Yeah.
that's
Good
all
luck to them.
Yeah.
Okay, our last news story then. One of the creators of PUBG, Brendan Green, whose nickname is Player Unknown, apparently.
Yeah.
He has left
he's
the
player.
PUBG studio and has formed a new independent studio called Player Unknown Productions. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. I'm just assuming that he's just kind of done with the game and
Done
where
with their
that
shit.
studio's going, maybe.
So is this not the guy working on that like Dead Space game in the PUBG world?
No, it's Glenn Schofield.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on.
No. Glenn Schofield is. I mean, he worked at Sledgehammer. He was at Visceral.
That was the guy that actually worked on Dead Space.
Yes,
right? He's kind of making that spiritual successor.
This is Player Unknown. I mean, this is like the PUBG guy. He was the studio head. He created the game. He's doing his own independent studio. Didn't really say what else he's doing or what kind of game they're going to make.
Is this new studio still under like the broad
think
PUBG thing? No, this is just a completely
This is
new thing.
independent. He's doing his own thing.
Cool. Were you guys ever into PUBG? I gotta be honest, I never even once played it. So
I played it when it came to consoles. So
Okay.
I played like a little bit when it came to consoles, and did not run well. It was not a good console port.
I always felt bad for PUBG because Fortnite just came along and stole that game's fucking thunder. And that
I mean,
dead
it did
after
steal its thunder, but it had a whole year of being the game. So
I just remember when like Fortnite first started, and it was like, oh, it's just PUBG now, and then all of a sudden everyone just went to Fortnite, and it was crazy
because it was free. Yeah, PUBG had like a whole year of it just being the game.
Yeah,
so,
it was breaking.
Like,
it was breaking records left and right.
Yeah, it had its time to shine. So we'll see what he does now. I hope that it's not just like another battle royale, and I don't think that's probably what he wants to do. He did that, so maybe he wants to do something new creatively, and I think it's pretty cool.
Sims, are you a PUBG?
No,
PUBG.
no, I'm not.
You don't look like it.
I mean, what's he gonna go and do? Is he trying to get away from the Is it Tencent owned PUBG?
Yeah,
Maybe he's trying to get away from that bullshit. Like
it was a blue. It was like blue something
box.
games. Yeah, not blue box. It was
blue hole.
Blue Hole. That's what it was. Yeah, Blue Hole Games.
So maybe it's
Good luck
something to
getting
do with
away
that.
from that. Tencent about to own the video game industry.
I haven't got much to say about it other than I'll do my normal spiel of like, yeah, it's exciting, new studios, new games, new ideas. And then we'll see what
we need.
The new generation of video games, 7 years away. Like, it's exciting times. Like, I'm gonna be old, but I'm excited
You'll
to
still be playing games.
Yeah, with glasses on and some woolly slippers. But yeah.
And you won't be that old.
I know, but yeah, I'm excited. It's always exciting. Like when new things are coming, like it's boring at the beginning. Oh, got a new studio. Who cares? But like you sit down, you look at what we've got coming. Like I've said it before. Like it's exciting. Like some
It is
good
exciting.
stuff.
This dude created PUBG. Like that game is massive. People still play. A lot of people forget PUBG is huge still.
Yeah, of course
There's
it is.
a ton of people still playing PUBG, especially in like Korea. Like it's a little bit bigger over there than in America right now. But like PUBG is huge. It's still doing numbers on Steam.
Yeah, it's going back to Connor's point though. Like, yeah, Daniel, that PUBG was the shit. I remember every day news story. PUBG's broke a record. PUBG's broke a record. PUBG's broke a record. Like, this game was the bomb at the time. I remember
it was like 2017
being so intrigued by it and just not having the PC and I've always wanted to play it and it come on the consoles and I don't think did we get it on a PS? I always say PS Plus.
It was on Xbox first.
Yeah,
when they did the console thing, and then I think it eventually.
I think they put it on a PS Plus when it released, didn't they, or something?
Did they? I
could be very wrong. Anyway,
yeah, new indie studio.
And more PUBG stuff. Right. Well, PUBG was originally a mod, right?
Yes, it was
of H1Z1, right?
No, it was from Arma 3.
Arma, okay.
Which Arma 3 was, that's where like DayZ came from as well. DayZ was an Arma mod, and then they did their own game.
Did H1Z1 have its own battle royale? I feel like I played that one. Okay.
It did, yeah.
And that has nothing to do with PUBG?
No,
No, okay.
it's its own thing.
I was wondering why GTA 5 didn't do a battle royale mode. I remember when like battle royale was first getting big, and I think I was playing the H1Z1 one at like a friend's house.
You know who did? You know who did
just did this?
You know who did a battle royale that I only watched a let's play of that was really fun and interesting was Forza.
Did they?
Forza 4 did one where like you're driving around, you're like trying to avoid things. It seemed really like cool for like a battle royale with like a circle and stuff.
Random battle royale ones. My favorite one is still the Tetris battle royale.
Sick.
Fun one.
Most unique one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
it's pink. Don't judge me.
We don't care.
No judgment.
Pink,
I love
guys. It can be used for male colors. I just want to point that out. Optimism. All right.
Oh,
we're keeping our pink optimism. All right.
Calling optimism out.
Never been more offended than when he suggested that. Pink's only for girl. No. Okay.
I was going to say something.
We will now.
Completely gone.
It's gone. Left. Okay.
Left.
Is it back?
No, it's gone.
Oh, okay. All right. Gone forever. We will now move on to what we have been playing. Daniel, do you want to?
I know what it is. Stop.
Let's start with Sims. We'll start with Sims.
Wait. Stop. So going back to the point of Grand Theft Auto and having a battle royale.
Oh, okay. You were still on this.
Like,
go ahead.
Grand Theft Auto doesn't play well anymore. Like, it doesn't feel right. Like, the movement and the running and like it feels old.
It's not perfect, but it plays fine.
But the game, it just doesn't feel new. And it needs to.
No, it's a 2013 game.
Exactly. So why put a battle royale in there? I think the game runs trash now. I'm not gonna lie.
Not now. I'm just saying they should have done it in like 2017-ish.
Yeah.
What have I been playing? Right. I would like to start the game. Everyone's been playing Psychonauts, right?
Yeah,
okay, can we just get into this? Because I gotta get my phone if we're gonna do this, guys.
Yeah, go get it.
Okay, I want to start
game together, which is pretty great.
I want to start.
Doesn't happen also.
Go on, get your phone. Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead. Start talking.
Forearms. Yes,
guys. I got my phone.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
Right.
Start
talking. I started this game last Thursday in the morning. You know, it started off well. I was like, oh, okay. You know, I enjoyed it. I've gone back to it like 3 times, and I can't get into it. I can't.
Where are you at?
I've just beat the Luctopus.
Oh, so you haven't done any more since then?
No.
Okay.
Maybe go back today. I don't think so. I just don't like. I don't not like it. It's just not for Steve. Like, I'm just not having a good time with it. Like,
you said, you don't like platformers going into it.
I don't like the combat. It's very like even the dodging feels rough. I went on
combat gets better with the powers.
Yeah,
combat definitely gets better over time.
Use your powers at the same time as you're like meleeing.
And then I don't like the platforming, especially when you have to like use the balloon. The balloon just didn't feel
the levitation ball?
Yeah, the levitation. Yeah,
fucking love that thing.
I don't mind the ball.
There's only one part that I don't like about the game, but it's later.
It's probably just a me thing. The game's fine. The game, congratulations to Double Fine for getting this game out, enjoying all the, the turbulence of like possibly of shutting down and not having a future, and congratulations on them coming to Xbox and getting bought, and now they can focus on their passion. And their passions are all over this game. You can see that. I can see that through the trailer, through the way people speak about this game. And I'm not here sitting here going, "Oh, the game's shit. I don't like it. I don't know why anyone likes it." I know why people like it. I just don't. It's not for me. I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy the speech bubbles, the art, the writing. Like
art?
The what?
You don't like the writing?
I just don't. No, it's just not for me. The way they speak and the way they talk, and I don't like Raz. Like, I don't like the way the characters are drawn.
See, Raz, I think, is the perfect main character.
It's just not for. It's not for me. I don't. It's not bad. It's just not for me. It doesn't. I don't vibe with that. I don't. I just feel like it doesn't. That PS. I don't know that like PS2, but it's not PS2 type platformers. Like the way he walks. There's something about it.
PS2 walking style.
It just feels not for me. Like. I just when I was walking, I'm so slow.
Sims, this game is not for you.
It's not for me. Like, and I want to really enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to like listening to your conversations. But yeah, unfortunately, not for me.
You know who this game is for? It's for me. Also, Daniel. I'm pretty sure you like it.
I love it.
Okay, Daniel likes it too. Yeah, no, I love this game. I love the world. I think the world is so interesting. The way they set it up. It's a very unique setting. I'd say, like it's not really. I don't mean Daniel. We're trying to like name things. This is like yesterday in the Discord chat. We were saying like James Bond, Inception, Beetlejuice, shit like that. And it is like that, but it's very unique just as a whole. But yeah, I love this game. The art style is what really sticks out to me. I think I fucking love the art style, especially when you get into like the woodsy areas. It looks super nice. I think it's like kind of reminded me of the Spyro Reignited ones. That's kind of what the art style reminded me of. Yeah, a little bit like a coloring book. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's got like the claymation Tim Burton vibes for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely Coraline.
But what really sticks out about this game, the best part about it by far, is the platforming. I think very smart with how these levels are arranged, and then even in the collectibles, I think is where a lot of the best platforming comes from. There's these little things called figments all over the place in each level, and I think a lot of the best platforming comes through getting those and trying to find more and more of those. Yeah, Daniel, what else? What
my favorite part of the game is not the platforming or the combat. It is the story and the characters.
Sure.
That's why I wanted to see as much as I could of the game. I love Raz. I know, Sims, you said you didn't really like Raz. I love Raz. I think he's a perfect main character. He is an 11-year-old boy. He is not this hero that's going to save the day. He constantly makes mistakes and he learns, and that's the point of the game. He's not Ratchet, right? Like, he's just not. Ratchet's a hero, right? Raz is trying to learn to be a psychonaut. He is just being propelled into these situations that he needs to find himself through. I love all the side characters, all the other heads of the psychonauts. There's kind of like multiple tiers of psychonauts. You have the old guard, which I think is really funny. They're all a bunch of old people, a little crazy. And then you got like the mentors for Raz, which is kind of the
people that are running shit now.
Yeah, the people running the psychonauts now. Those are, I think, some of the more interesting characters. I love Sasha. I love Forsyth. I think she's great.
I think that's where a lot of the best parts of the story come from, right? Because the game initially sets you up with this big mystery, and that kind of hooks you in, and then you kind of start to get to know all these characters, and then the history of the psychonauts, and then how that all kind of ties in together. And the story gets into some like surprisingly heavy themes that I was not expecting heading into this game. A lot of stuff about like loneliness and saying goodbye to people and stuff like that. Just shit you wouldn't expect in this like kind of cutesy platformer. But
and it's done and it's written in a very well way, and like I could see a kid playing this game even with those themes, just for how the game is, and it's all through Raz's eyes.
Definitely, it reminds me of some of the cartoons I used to watch back in the day. Maybe like some stuff on like Cartoon Network, a bit more adult than like a fucking some of the stuff you'd see on like Disney Channel or whatever. But just because it deals with those heavy themes, I don't know about kids playing it. Like, no, kids could definitely play this. I don't know if they pick up on the heavier themes there, but. Kids
obviously there are jokes that have double meanings and stuff like that, but that's written to be that way. Like, I think that a kid could play this game. Like, it is just a platformer with fun, kooky world, right?
Yeah. Speaking of the jokes, the writing is also great with the sense of humor. It's fucking hilarious, this game.
So good.
Yeah, I love it when games incorporate a good sense of humor, because we rarely get it in video games, but this one nails it, definitely. They have a great sense of humor at Double Fine.
Great sense of humor. I love just the creativity of this game. Like, everything you're doing is something new. Every world you're seeing is something new and fresh. It's something different. They're constantly changing the perspectives. There was this one like little area, I think closer towards the end of the game, no spoilers, but like I was walking around and it was like I was normal size Raz, and then I walked up to this building and he slowly got smaller, but it wasn't anything in particular that was like happening. It was just like the perspective change, and I was just getting smaller, and then I'd walk back and I was normal Raz again. I'm like, this is insane. How is that? Like, what is even happening right now? Some of the platforming sections are a little rough, I think. Not every. It's that
It can get frustrating.
Yeah, it doesn't always feel like Mario, but they use to get around that. They use a lot of the psychic powers and stuff.
That's kind of one thing I want to bring is the powers. The powers go hand in hand with the platforming and the combat in the game, right? Like you use the different powers to get through different platforming sections.
I say level that Psy Blast up. That's super. That's probably one of the best ones during combat.
Yeah, for combat wise.
Yeah,
definitely.
I've been using this. I use the Side Blast. Obviously, because I'm quite early on, I get like 2 or 3 shots out of it. You're making me feel really guilty.
Don't. Not every game should be for everyone, and not every game is.
I'm gonna try again. I mean, I've got no girls, I've got no kids. Like, I've got a couple more days.
What I'll tell you to do, Sims, don't worry about Don't worry about collectibles. Don't worry about any of that. Just
but they're
just experience.
Shiny.
If you really like the game, you can come back and get all that. I just want you to see the world, see the different minds you go into there, because you go into a lot of people's minds, and I just want to shout out my favorite one, which is the Psy King world.
Everyone says
very
the same
trippy.
thing.
This is everyone's favorite.
Is this the one with JB?
This is yeah.
Yeah.
This is who?
JB.
Oh yes.
This was my favorite part of the game. I haven't beaten it yet, but it's definitely my favorite part of the game. Just the world like completely changed and turned into. I made the joke. It's like what it'd be like if you did acid,
And
don't acid.
Even
but
the character models, like Raz's character model in that world, I think looked awesome. I loved how Raz looked in that world.
Yeah,
like
I like. Sorry, I do like when you like go clairvoyant on people and how they see you when you're like a little cartoon character.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
I
so
do
funny.
like what they're trying to do. I'm gonna go back to it. Maybe I'm just not in the right mindset to play video games or play that type of thing. I don't know. I've done the casino. Now what? Like, it just seems to be like.
Game opens up much more after that.
Yeah, those early bits, I think you kind of just need to play. And then once the game the game roll, and then I think you'll like it more. I just want to talk about my least favorite thing. Connor, you'll know it. I don't think Sims has done any of it yet. I do not like. There is a level in the game. I really like the level, but not some of the things you're doing, which is hopping on a ball and rolling around. I did not like how it felt to do it.
Yeah, but you do that
really, because that's how I play like the whole time.
No.
Ball?
It's not the levitation ball.
Oh, it's bowling ball. Okay,
it's the bowling. Yeah, you're jumping on a big bowling ball, and it doesn't feel like the levitation. The levitation's great because I use it all the time too. It's just a little slower. It's harder to control and move.
Actually, like that. That reminded me of Marble Blast Ultra.
Yes, I like the world. I like what they're doing. I just wish that like controlling the bigger like ball felt better.
Sure.
It was just a little, especially with how much they want you to maneuver. It just didn't feel great for me. But yeah, I really like the game a lot. It's one of the best games this year. I know it seems like I keep saying this, but I just think this year just keeps getting better.
Yeah, I love the game too. Like I said, I think the powers go hand in hand with the platforming and the combat. And why I don't think the combat is always the most fun. You really don't do too much of it. So I mean, it kind of just balances out that way. And then with the platforming, I love every bit of the platforming. That's why I'm going for all these collectibles. Is that I just love exploring and jumping around, finding new shit.
Boss fights are really crazy and fun.
Yeah, not too many of them. At least I haven't been there. That's how many were there in all? Like I think I've done 3.
I don't know. I mean, maybe 5.
One was presented like a game show, and that one was really fun.
Yes. Yeah. The game show bit I loved so much.
Yeah, that one was great. Just a really creative game, man. Like I said, the world in this crazy. They should make
Where are you at?
Out of this or something. I just met a new character. I'm not very far from where I told you I was yesterday.
Okay. I didn't know if you played much more. Yeah, I've beaten the game. Sims is pretty early. I mean, you're above or past like the tutorial section and stuff. You're kind of like you're starting to get into what's going on and stuff. You've met like the interns and all that.
Yeah, they're bullying me. They like it.
Yeah.
I think I've just earned their respect because I've just saved them.
Oh yes, yeah. You saved them from the octopus lady. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the octopus boss. No,
it was okay. That was the spectacle of the boss. I think is cool, but the mechanics, you're not really doing anything crazy.
You guys said in the Discord chat like you liked it like more than Ratchet.
I think at this point for me, I like it more than Ratchet. I think the writing's better. I think the characters are better. I just think, and that's what I liked more about Psychonauts. Obviously, I think Ratchet's just a super fun game. The shooting and I do like the characters in Ratchet too. Ratchet, like the more like I kind of think about games that I've played, in my list for the year and stuff, like Ratchet has gone down, I think, significantly. It's probably 6, 7 on the list right now, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah.
Yeah, I gotta beat it if I like it more than Ratchet. They're not really all that comparable. Like I get the comparisons.
No,
is that
they're not.
They're the cutesy, somewhat platformers on PlayStation and Xbox, and people want to do that. I've been seeing people compare these two games constantly.
I compare them more as
just
like
in that sense, sure.
platformers. But
Ratchet is way more about combat, and this is way more about platforming.
Yes.
So they're all that comparable.
100%.
But yeah, I don't know. I gotta beat it to know if I like it more than Ratchet. I kind of vibe with this world a little bit more than I do with the Ratchet world. So yeah, I probably end up will.
Me too.
I don't know.
Anything else you gotta say?
I might try one more time. I said this last night. I'll try one more time.
Are you playing anything else? You want to talk about RuneScape? It's up to you.
I do, yeah. I'm trying to think what else I've been playing. I've not really done. I've been busy this week. Like it's just. I tried to play Psycho. I just started playing RuneScape over the last 48 hours. Like I was sat down with a friend who's like, "Oh, I used to play RuneScape." I was like, "RuneScape, listen." And I don't know. I know it's like, baby's first MMO, but it's really not. I'm completely overwhelmed already, and I've gone back to it twice, so I've already gone through this twice before. And I'm playing free to play at the moment, and when I started it, when it first came back to mobile, I was like, I'll just do the free to play stuff, get all, and then I'll think about going to members. And when I left it, I was just about ready to go to members. So now I'm like, maybe I should just buy a month's membership and see how much I used to get out of it.
So can you play the whole game without it? Or do you have to is the end game stuff with a membership?
So with the free to play, you get 12 skills to play with. So level up. And you could do them. It'd take a very long time because obviously it's a very small piece of the map that you get to go in. It's fairly fairly sizable. There's there's 15 to 20 quests you can play with, and there's 150 in the members. And if you do some quests, they grant you lots of XP for one skill, or they'll give you a special weapon, or it'll give you the ability or the license to use that weapon. But yeah, there's all sorts of things there's buying and trading, fishing, wood cutting, and how to make more, trying to make money and combat and all sorts of different types of ways to use the mechanics. They're very basic mechanics, but people are there's people that are using them in such an intricate way of there is kind of a skill to the game, and I just like the fact that I'm in a world where everyone else is, and it's very it's not as taxing on computers. And if I wanted to just sit there on my mobile phone and just click the trees and you choppy, you go, and then you see the numbers go up and you get to level up. And yeah,
I have one question.
Of course, fire away.
When you go into the bank, how often are people asking if they're buying girlfriend?
See, it's more everyone's a scammer. Some guy today,
they're scamming as well. Is nobody buying girlfriend?
No, not anymore. Because I feel like the kids that used to play it.
Connor, back in the day, the only little bit that I played of this game, people were buying girlfriend, and that's what they kept spamming in the chat. They want to buy a girlfriend. Yeah,
you can buy a girlfriend.
That's a RuneScape thing.
It's a RuneScape thing. But I feel kids don't play this game anymore. I feel it's the kids that used to play the game are the adults that play the game. I'm in Facebook groups and they just play people are like, it's a running joke. Like if your wife's in labour, you're sat there playing RuneScape, and it's just like, oh, can't miss the grind, can't miss out on XP and stuff. And I don't know what it is. Like it just seems to be. It's just this like. I know it sounds. I made laughing a joke about like it's some kind of addiction. I'm like. I'm scared. I was scared to go to it. Like I always said, "Oh, I'll play it." But like now, the addiction is here.
Nick in the chat knows about buying a girlfriend. Nick's in there. He knows about buying girlfriends. Nick, I know you're watching it. How many girlfriends have you bought in RuneScape?
Could you pick me up too, Nick? Thank you. When I was younger, I thought RuneScape was called Roomscape, and I thought it was a game about like escaping a room. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
At least
I wasn't the only.
We had a friend called Taha, and he used to play RuneScape, and we could see him. We could see him like through his
like your Viking friend who lives in a village.
He's Turkish apparently. I don't shout out to Taha, man. So like you could see him on the computer, like through his like kitchen window. And
Taha knows how to work a computer.
He used to knock on the door, and then he would quickly turn the light off and hide under the desk. Well, you've blatantly just seen him because he was addicted to RuneScape.
You watched him do that.
And and then
man,
a couple of years,
on the show?
I'd love to speak to Taha. But a couple of years ago, like about a year or two later, another friend of mine was like, "We'll play RuneScape." I was like, "Well, I've always been interested," and I played it. About 5 months solid as well in front of the computer every single day.
Solid.
And then
that whole time,
honest to God, like no sleep, no food, nothing. I was just
nothing.
Just
a 5 month period.
Bucket of piss and shit next to me.
Someone was frail by the end of this.
Imagine that, but for 3 years with Halo 2. That was me.
Wow.
It's just the fact that there's so much to do. You can choose your own destiny. Like I know that sounds really stupid to say, but like you wanna if you wanna go and like Woodcourt or do the quests, or there's like there's a P2P, P2P,
PvP,
PvP. Oh, I gotta do P. But there's that. I don't know. I think it's like I'm thinking PV. It doesn't matter. And plus, it's on mobile, and it runs alright on the mobile as well. I think it runs better on my mobile than it does on that laptop that I was talking about earlier. Like,
probably your phone's probably better.
Your fucking Vista laptop.
No, he said it's Windows 7.
I'm having a great time. I'm thinking I've got to strategize that because, like I said last week, I can't buy new games. Like I think I've got one new game left.
You got to save.
We've got.
Well, you got Game Pass. You're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
that's
this
it.
one game you're picking? Do you know?
I think it might be Deathloop because I feel like what else is gonna.
You're not a Far Cry guy.
I mean, it's up to you. Battlefield, Far Cry.
No. I would just say Far Cry because you get the most length out of that one, probably.
But I don't want to do. I don't want to do Far Cry. Like I'm done with it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm done with Far Cry.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but that's what 12-hour game.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff like Back 4 Blood's going to be on Game Pass. You'll be able to play that.
Yeah. So like, I've just got one PlayStation game in me.
Yeah, Game Pass is going to save your fucking year here.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, if RuneScape doesn't take over my life.
Oh yeah, Nick says Life is Strange True Colors, but that's for me and Connor. I don't know if
it's a case.
Play the other ones.
And Nick, you might be able to relate. Like, Christmas is coming, and I got kids, so like, money's like.
You gotta buy them the games.
I gotta buy them the games, yeah. So I'm tempted.
Buy them all the games you want, and then play them.
Oh yeah.
I'm tempted to do Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Valhalla, really?
Yeah.
You already own that, don't you?
Yeah. I need to play it.
Yeah, I thought you did.
I'm gonna finish Uncharted first. I think I might play that, but it depends on this RuneScape thing. If I get bored of RuneScape, I'll go straight to Uncharted and then
just play other games, beat those first. So you can keep coming back to RuneScape.
Yeah, but I'm doing really well. Leave me alone. So yeah, I'm tempted with Deathloop.
I think it's worth it. You like Arcane, so
it depends on them reviews.
Buy.
But it sounds like everybody's
for that ass beating you're gonna take in UFC 4.
I should do that. I keep meaning.
Just saying.
I feel like I don't
probably start training.
I feel like I don't need training. I just beat you.
Nick is saying give the games to the grandparents so the grandparents could buy them.
Ooh.
And then you buy your own games.
Yeah.
Certainly, there's a way around this.
It's all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll get the
Tell
backlog.
your kids.
Yeah, could do that. I get all the games for Christmas. Like I probably buy for Natalie, or she'll buy for me, or Natalie's mom. So all these games that come out in the next 3
It
months.
doesn't even really sound like you want that much, though. Like,
No.
what, Guardians, Deathloop, and that's it.
Tina, maybe, and it's only a $40 game.
Mm.
It's an indie game, so I mean, it's probably
There's
still
not,
only 10
there's
hours
not
or
a lot
something.
popping off. If Grand Theft Auto, then that'll probably be it.
Yeah,
If Grand Theft Auto gets
Auto.
released,
Remastered. That's where you'll get your most
yeah,
length.
Yeah, it's
Grand Theft
three games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be a good one actually.
So yeah, that's me done. I think.
All right, cool. I haven't been playing shit else. Just Psychonauts. I did play the game of trying to fucking get an Xbox Halo Infinite edition, which I did. Succeeded, boys. We did it.
well, let's shout out for all of us, because you also got the Elite controller.
Also
and
got
so
the
did
Elite.
I. We all got.
You got the
some.
Elite controller as well, Connor.
I got
did,
the Elite
yeah.
controller.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank
I feel
you,
like I
thank
had a
you.
part in you getting that GameSpot control, that Xbox. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
did. You played a giant part. Shout out to Sims. Great guy.
Yeah.
Great
You
guy
need
over here.
you
texting me
need
every
to put
calling
was in-
me at strange hours, like
He was
10 a.m.
invested.
trying to
He was
wake me up.
invested.
I was
Um,
I was like, this motherfucker's
called
got
me
his
at
phone
10
on
and I'm
silent.
just like, this guy.
Yeah. I want to shout out. Nick says Dying Light 2.
Oh
don't know.
there's Dying Light
Maybe
2.
be
Maybe
interested in
is that's
Dying
a
Light.
Christmas
Dying Light
game,
2.
isn't it?
Fucked now. Comes out same day as Halo.
Yeah, same days. Or no, it's like the day before or after.
The day, but whatever. Games
Yeah.
are being weird and coming out on Thursdays now.
Dying
Yeah,
Light though,
weird.
it does scream Games Pass, doesn't it?
Dying Light.
Dying Light.
Oh, I wish. That'd be a great
I mean,
one.
people love that first game, so it's just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be more of that, right? So
Is it co-op this
Um,
one?
I think that there is actually not just a co-op mode. I think there's co-op in the main game now. Because like, if I remember correctly, that first one wasn't like campaign co-op. It was just like a side mission. But I'm not. I don't think it.
The first one, no, the whole
Game
game.
in the DLC.
The whole game
Yeah,
was
yeah, in the
that one?
DLC. Yeah.
the whole game was
Um,
co-op.
No,
Was it?
but it was a DLC. Or
Dying
something.
Light, my girlfriend, like she's like a stranger. She did the whole game with like 4 players, with 4
Random
people.
woman that I live with.
Yeah, but that wasn't the main game.
It was the whole game.
You'd have to ask her because I want to say it was part of the DLC, the big DLC they did.
No, I remember her playing it.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
text her because I can't have a shirt.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
please. That's all.
got
you
my
need.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Now you got a Series
Lot of
X.
work.
Wasn't
Fucking annoying.
the 12 minutes one that you wanted?
No, it wasn't the 12 minutes bundle. They didn't make a cool 12 minutes bundle, Where is that?
I don't know.
It just turns off and resets your game every 12 minutes.
Oh man!
No matter what you're playing.
I got a 40
Watching a
Xbox.
movie.
Yeah. It deletes your save too, so you gotta actually start every game over.
Oh my
That'd be
god!
cool.
The worst.
But yeah, can't wait to drop like $900 on this controller and the Xbox in November. It's gonna be
Awesome.
great.
But
Can't
that
wait.
controller, we got that controller. You got the
Controller's sick.
console.
Was it
Console's
easy enough to
sick.
get? Because obviously,
I was spamming reloading the fucking Amazon page for days, and I hated it.
Oh, you got it through Amazon? I thought
No,
you
I got it through GameStop.
But on the
but
day,
the-
because I remember the tweet come out that it were live, but you were like, I've already got one.
at that point, I already
I think
had one.
so, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm,
I was
maybe I
marking
just noticed the tweet that it was live before you, because that's
So
why I noticed.
What
it
time did it go
almost.
live?
Went live at exactly 11:30 my time.
Right.
GameStop, but you had to. I had to pay $15 to be the Power Ups member or whatever the fuck it's called
Oh,
there.
right. They were only doing the power members.
Yeah, then you get early access to pre-orders on consoles and stuff.
So how
And
did that work?
If you weren't in early access or in the Power Ups program, you couldn't get one. They said there might be some afterwards, but there weren't any after that.
How did that work when you did that? Like, did you? So you were still in a line?
No, I just did it like 15 minutes before it went live because they said it would probably be the Twitter account I was following said it'd probably be a good idea to become a pro member because once
Do
it
it
goes
ahead of time.
live, they'll get first dibs. Yeah.
But when they
And
went
so I
live, you
did,
click
like,
the
literally
you click
15 minutes
add to
before that.
cart or pre-order.
Yeah. Was it easy? Just real quick.
Oh yeah, I just reloaded the page when it went live. When I got the tweet that it went live, and yeah, just a pre-order.
See, that's exactly what happened when I got my PS5 through GameStop. Was that it was as soon as I saw it, I add to cart.
Yeah.
I took my time.
You gotta get lucky. You gotta do it right then. Because I was following this Reddit thread. Shout out to the people in that Reddit thread because I feel bad for a lot of them that didn't get that. It's like the same people reading the same names. Like, damn, guys, I've been up for 48 hours and I still didn't get one. And it's like, oof, that's rough.
That sucks.
Yeah, because I just woke up and did it all in like 10 minutes. But
yeah, GameStop had what I want to shout them out because when I even got the PS5, it was like as soon as I got into the cart, there was literally no issue.
Yeah,
like it was mine basically. It might have been a time limit if it was like 10 minutes. I don't know, but I just put it in my cart, and once I had it in the cart, that was it. I'm sure it was the same.
Yeah, that's how it went. But there was literally like a 2-minute window to get it. There's like literally 11:32. If you didn't have that in your cart and proceeding to checkout, you're fucked. You're not getting one.
Yeah.
And it's rough, wasn't it? Watching, obviously, you were saying people in your Reddit. Like I was in this Discord chat for 2-3 weeks. Like I knew these people. Like, do you know what I mean? We were together. Do you know what I mean? And when I like
the Reddit thread that was like, I'll message everyone as soon as it goes live, and then I read the Reddit thread after, and he was like, "Damn guys, I didn't get one." And it was like, "No, that sucks, man."
I'll never forget. I'll never forget the guy. His name was Gran Turismo, and he's like, "I just want a PlayStation for Gran Turismo." And then when it got delayed, I was like, "Damn, Gran Turismo."
Sorry,
Gran Turismo. You could have waited another like 2 years.
Yeah, I wanted to say as well while we're on this, like me and you got the Elite controllers, and they are from the UK. Like just they never came up from the US.
Thanks UK. Yeah, Amazon US never got the Elite controller.
Yeah.
So you got yours from the US as well, from the UK as well, Connor. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I could have redone it on GameStop, but I was a little too slow.
Other fellow Nerdic god Sloan has also gotten one, so we have we'll have 2 in this household, and then plus yours, all through the UK.
Thank you. Not allowed to play games.
No,
I reckon I could just go
over and over again.
Very strict. I strict to what he can play.
Okay, preferably none, unless it's the UFC game. I don't want him playing anything.
He doesn't really play the UFC games.
Oh well, he better fucking get on it.
He needs to start.
He needs to start. Daniel.
Yes.
You've been playing other things, I assume.
I have. Speaking of Sloan and playing games, I played Aliens Fireteam Elite.
Ooh, how is this?
Fireteam Elite with him. It is definitely a 7 out of 10 game, but it's fun. I played as the gunner, which is kind of your basic character. He had like a frag and then like a buffing ability that kind of buffs the team. And Sloan played as the technician, can throw out like a little turret. And each like class, you can only use certain weapons. So he could only use as the technician like a pistol type of weapon and then a shotgun. And then I had to use like assault rifles and shotguns, basically, or like submachine guns. And it's really fun. There's 4 chapters of the game, and each chapter has 3 missions. I think we beat it over like 4 or 5 nights. It's really fun just to shoot aliens. The sound effects are pretty great. Visually, it looks good.
Is this just like waves and waves of aliens coming at you?
You're kind of moving along, but there are sections of waves and stuff. There is also a Horde Mode, which we've tried once. It is a fun game. It's not, I don't think, super replayable, especially like the campaign chapters. Maybe the Horde Mode. Yeah, we beat the main game, and then we did like one Horde Mode run to like the 10th wave, and then we kind of hopped out at the 10th wave. Yeah, it's fun. The AI is a little predictable, like especially in like the wave sections. They kind of only come in certain areas. They do vary it up with like different types. There's like an exploder that explodes with like goo everywhere. You get gauzed on and stuff and hurts you.
You get gauzed on, huh?
Yeah.
Gross.
Then there's like a spitter that spits gauze at you as well.
Jesus.
Fucking
spitting shit at you.
Yeah. And then there's a couple like higher level ones. There's like this one called, I think it was a drone. He basically is like a bigger one that'll come and hit you real quick, and then he'll try to like hide. So it's a little harder to. He's just more annoying. There's like a big one that like rams into you. Yeah, exactly. There's a big one that like rams into you.
So these are like different like mutations on the aliens?
No, yeah, they just look different. Like the orange ones just look a little bit bigger. They have like an orange bar over their head, which kind of goes to another big complaint I have is there's not really any boss fights. It's all kind of just wave stuff.
No giant alien?
No, and in the cover there's like the big queen. You see like the queen head above like the Marines.
Sigourney Weaver killed her.
I kind of want to just spoil it. You don't fight the queen. You get to the 4th campaign. It's definitely better than Colonial Marines, Nick. You get to the final mission of the 4th chapter, and it's like, oh, we're gonna go fight. You get into the bottom of this nest. We're gonna go fight the queen, and it just becomes a big wave thing, and then you just kind of have to run from her. While you're just being surrounded and stuff.
Comes like a run at the screen.
Yeah, not even run at the screen, but like you're just kind of run. You have like a time limit pops up, and you need to get to the extraction point.
Okay. Just don't fight.
Which I think is cool. No, she doesn't. I like the idea of this running mission, but like I just wish that like there could have been some little bit of combat with her, because 3 Colonial Marines aren't going to kill the queen, but like it would have been fun to like maybe have to stop.
Weaver did it.
Yeah, but she's Ripley. It'd have been fun to like stop and like fight her for a second, try to break into the door, and then keep going. You know, just a little more dynamic. Like some boss fights,
you would expect that to just be like the big final boss.
Yeah, some boss fights in the game just would have helped the game. Yeah, I think the game's fun to play. I think get 3 people, play it for like a weekend. It's like a weekend game. I do want to say like there are definitely server issues. We had multiple times where we just kind of like stopped playing because we could not stay in a lobby together. It was just like, oh, connection issue. So a couple of nights we just had to like, all right, well, I guess we'll pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of variety with the weapons. And the classes have unique stuff. Like there's a heavy gunner guy that gets like a flamethrower and you can just burn everything. But it's only three people. There is no matchmaking. You can't just like find random people. I don't know. Since it was only the 2 of us, they do give you AI. So we had like a synthetic AI.
Were these characters from the movies at all? Or
no.
To do with that?
No character from the movie at all. They're all just random. No, or this takes place like I think 20 years later, so they're all older, I guess, at this point.
Any Powers character there?
No.
No, that would have been awesome. You should have played as it.
Yeah.
All right. Did else we play?
Yes. So I have played and beat as well a little game that just came out. I beat it in a night.
Runs through these games, man. Jesus.
I beat it in a night. It's not a long game. It's called The Big Con.
Ooh.
And
it's about me?
It is. It's about you.
That'd be cool. Game
pickpocketing people. So you guys might remember this game. This was shown off at some other conference, and it was that really 90s looking game. Like it had like a top-down view, and you play as like a girl. Her name's Allie. And they don't really. When we saw this game, I think it was at Xbox's conference or something. They didn't really talk about the story too much. So basically, the premise is your mom owns a video store. It takes place in the 90s. It's got a super 90s aesthetic and 90s music and vibe. And your mom owns a video store. She's being hustled by some couple of gangsters, basically, and they're like trying to hustle her for money. And you kind of listen in on your mom, and she's in debt, and you need to she wants to go and help the mom, without her permission, basically, to help her with the debt. And so you find this guy that's in the town, and he's a schemer. That's what I like to call people like this guy.
Like me. This is the big con.
Schemer.
Name's con.
This is where the big con comes in. So he's a schemer, and he's like selling ice cream, and he teaches Allie to pickpocket. I think Allie's like 14 or 15, so she's just like going into she's 14, so she's just going into high school. So he teaches you to pickpocket, and it's like there's like a little mini game for the pickpocketing, but after a while it got a little annoying because you got to pickpocket a lot to make some money. And
this sounds like the opening to the Thieves Guild in Skyrim.
Not really, but I will shout out, there is a setting in the game where you could just make the pickpocketing automatic, so you just do it, and that's really, I think, what helped me be able to beat it quicker. So you're going off to this, like, you're supposed to be going off to a band camp because that's what your mom wants you to do. Be a trombone player. She wants you to get away from the video store and do your own thing. And Allie she likes movies and hanging out with her mom. She wants to be a part of the video store. So she doesn't go to the video store. She goes on the bus with this schemer. I hate this schemer kid. I think his name was Ted. Ted.
Oh, I hate Ted. Anyone named Ted, fuck you.
I know. So you go, and he basically teaches you bigger and bigger schemes and stuff. And I don't want to spoil the story, but you're just trying to make, I think it's like $100,000 that she like owes to these gangsters. So you're trying to make money for your mom. And it's a cool game. It's a little indie game.
What did you play this on? Xbox.
Cool. I'd say check it out. It looks cool, style wise. The big con. Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to mention Coffee Talk 2 got announced.
Did it? Where? I didn't see this.
Yeah.
This must have happened.
Imagine this. Hang on. Hang on. Maybe
I'm the only one that played this game.
Maybe I know. That's why I thought of you.
Well, I did not see this one bit.
Hang on.
Please tell me.
Yeah. Coffee Talk episode 2 in 2022. There you go.
Really? Okay. That makes me excited. I'm excited. I love Coffee Talk.
Hold on. The trailer to Big Con was funny. What would you do?
You watching
it? Loan sharks to save your family. Ricky, no! 10 days, Lander. That's best I can do. I can raise $97,000, £342.18 in 2 weeks.
Sims actually did the voice acting for
family. Linda's video store. The Big Con. Oh, I get it. You're talking about stealing. What would you? Would you steal a what? God, it's decent.
It's decent. Right.
I mean, I'm on acid. Like, what is this trailer?
Style's pretty cool. I'd say check out the trailer if that style fits you. It's not that long.
So how do you play it? Is it all like point and click, or is it like walking around?
No, it's a top down. You just move around, and then I think it was Y
you
to
take
pickpocket.
my wallet? Would you like
pickpocketed
everyone? No, Granda, I swear. Would you bribe a cop? Sure, I'm hungry. Give popcorn. I mean, popcorn's not going to fill you all.
We're now definitely the game. Yes. Daniel, what is the game?
We're going to play 20 questions.
Ooh.
We haven't played it in a couple weeks. I got the game pulled up.
Left me alone the last 4 weeks doing this. I think I only got one by myself.
How much is it, the Big Con? How much is it on Steam?
It was, I think, $15, something like that. It was not. It's an indie game, so it was not that expensive. Okay.
Did this game come out before the year 2000?
Before, it did not come out before.
Thank God. No video game ever should have.
What do you talk? Some of the greatest games came out before.
No. They're all shit before the year 2000.
That's insane.
Every single one of them.
Every single one.
Okay, cool. Great. Did this game come out before the year 2010?
No.
Okay.
You guys do these years too much.
We round it down.
Narrow this shit down.
The year doesn't matter that much.
Now I know this came out sometime
after
2010.
Of course it matters.
It definitely matters. That's the number one. If I can nail down a year, that we're basically in by that point.
You go from 400,000 video games to like 1,000.
I'd rather know what the game's about than the year.
And this is why you would lose at 21 Questions.
Would I?
Yes.
You
Just
know,
be like,
you'll play next time. Okay, cool. Did this game come out after the year 2015?
After, no.
No? Okay, great. So now we know it's between 2010 and 2015. Did this game originally release on the PS4, Xbox One generation?
No.
Okay, cool. A late 7th gen title? I think that's the 7th gen.
Now let's start naming the gens.
Too late, just did. 7th gen. Okay, cool. Sims. Got between 2010 and 2013.
Who published this game?
Is this
lot
a
of publishers.
first-person video game?
No.
Okay, cool.
Is this a third
Isn't
person video game?
Yes, it's third person.
Is this
With
game...
other parts.
Did this game review well?
Yeah, I'd say it reviewed well. I don't know the exact like review score. But I would say it did. Let me see. Yeah, it reviewed well. I can see like a little bit here. It reviewed well.
My idea's gone. Oh,
Man, I still just want a year now. I'm about to just ask every fucking year.
good, man.
Okay. Did this game come out in
2013.
2013?
No.
2012.
No.
11.
Yes.
Right,
Oh,
11.
Great.
Oh,
great.
okay.
11. Shit year.
Was it?
It's pretty bad.
Name the bangers.
I don't think it was. Portal 2, Skyrim?
Shit game.
You kidding me?
Maybe I'm thinking of 2012 then.
No, 2012 was great. I don't know what
2012. The
Journey, Walking Dead, Borderlands 2. Come on,
Borderlands 2 shit.
you're crazy.
2011. We got,
Okay, cool. 20
we got Skyrim.
Portal.
11.
That's it. Shit
Portal
year.
2. Portal 2.
Portal 2.
Rage.
Okay, what else came out that year? Okay, deep pull. Great.
I just remember being at like EGX, and I remember playing Rage, and I was like in love with the game. Such a good time with Rage.
People like that first game a lot.
Really good. Driving, super fun. It was like a driving game, like a driving racing. Oh, that's sick. I might be going to EGX this year.
Ooh,
Tickets went on sale today.
nice.
Could have applied for that. Content pass.
Said it's a third-person game mostly. What does that mean?
Oh, you picked up on that.
I did. I picked up on the mostly part. Okay, great. He thought it reviewed well, so I'm assuming it's not like a game of the year contender that year. Batman Arkham City also came out.
I don't read into that. Don't read in. I'm just gonna tell you.
I'm reading. I'm fucking
Okay.
reading.
All right. You're reading into it as much as you want.
Okay, great. What else came out that year?
There's a lot of games, probably.
No,
But
no.
is it this game?
We named the 3 that released that year. That's it. That's all that came out that year.
Rage.
Was this considered a? I want to say. I'm just gonna say indie. Was this considered an indie title?
No.
No.
I would say no.
Cool.
How many questions we got left? 9.
9 questions.
Was it?
I need to start asking them.
Was it published by Ubisoft?
No.
So what is it? It's not. It's a third-person video game.
Mostly.
Not published by Ubisoft.
I like how we're already stuck. All right.
It's what you get for keep asking about the year. You can
No,
start asking what
no.
the game is.
No. No.
Even
Yeah.
if I didn't know it came out in 2011.
You barely know anything about the game.
Well, we know what year it's in, so we've got like.
That doesn't mean anything. How many games came out every year?
Games that came out that year, and then you try to narrow it down from there.
You do it how you want. That's fine.
Okay. It wasn't. Was this game published by EA?
It was not published by EA.
Is this game exclusive to a console?
No.
Okay.
Does this game have sequels?
Does it have sequels? Or
yeah.
Is there another?
Is there a 3 out now, or I don't know? A 2?
Oh, it does not have a sequel. No. What does that? What does that mean? Is that a question?
Maybe I'm hungry. I don't know. Shit, man. I don't know. Sims, you're supposed to be here to just tell me what the game is.
No, I'm struggling with some toothache.
I just can't think of anything that came out in 2011 now.
Is this developed? Is this published by?
So then, what did the year do?
Okay, nothing this time, Daniel. Okay,
keep going.
Jesus.
Would you say Sims? Sorry.
Was this published by Bethesda?
It was not published by Bethesda.
Is this a Japanese game?
It's not a Japanese game. Maybe figure out what you do in the game.
You shoot shit in this game?
I think, yeah, you can shoot in the game. I don't know if I would say, like...
This is why I don't ask you these questions.
This is why I don't ask you these questions.
I mean, I'm just going by what the game is.
Great.
You can shoot in the game. I will say that's probably not what you're doing all the time.
Probably not what you're doing all the time. Is this a platformer?
No. There might be like a few platforming things. It's not a platformer. You got one more question and a guess.
We're there already? Shit.
Yeah, you're wasting all your questions on years.
We will play this game how we want to, Mr. Daniel.
You do.
Years.
You do. Not Japanese, not EA, not Ubisoft. Third person. Came out in 2011. It reviewed well. Not an exclusive.
This is a puzzle game?
Is it a puzzle game? You want to ask that? It's not a puzzle game. It's not a puzzle game.
I didn't confirm whether we wanted to ask that.
Go ahead, get your guess. Came out in 2011.
I was thinking Fez. Not Fez. Also not.
Third person game.
So it is. Oh man, I don't know. I have no idea here, Sims.
I will give no hints. I will give no hints.
No fucking clue.
Give a guess then, if you don't know.
Slightest clue.
Sims, give a guess. Give me a guess. And he's thinking hard over there. Give me a guess.
Ooh. I have a guess.
Give me a guess.
Might not have came out that year though.
What is it?
Google it.
Google what?
No, Google. You can't Google anything.
You can Google the name. You can Google the year that he's thinking that the game comes out.
No, because you can't be Googling stuff.
Do that? I'll do it.
No.
All right.
Guess.
You want me to say my guess, Sims?
Yeah.
You can talk about it for a second if you would want to.
Okay. I'm thinking Shadow Complex.
2011.
You did say it's not an indie game. But that game was published by Epic.
And Shadow Complex, you're talking 2009, mate.
Is that? That's way before?
Yeah.
Oh, Danny and I don't. Okay. So much for no hints.
I shouldn't be helping. Just give a guess. Give a guess. You're not going to get it.
That was it. You said discuss it. We did.
Is that... Yeah, you discussed it.
So, I mean, I was thinking, we got no Ubisoft. So I was thinking, like, maybe Splinter Cell.
Nick in the chat, he's trying to give you a help.
Wait,
he said Batman Arkham City. That was his guess.
I hear you, Nick. But he had to look up whether it reviewed well. It's like one of the highest reviewed games of all time, and I'm pretty sure Daniel knows that. You got to read into Daniel, Nick. Okay.
See, I was thinking.
Can you read
I was thinking. Aliens, Clone, and Marines.
Did that come out then?
Probably not.
Maybe.
The first-person game.
It's not.
You
Is
said
it? I
third?
thought that was third
Oh,
person.
that's a first-person game.
Oh, I always assumed it was third. I never played it. Absolute garbage. Oh wait, I did.
First-person shooter.
I did play it. Garbage.
It's a first-person shooter.
All right, Mr. First-person shooter man that knows what game it is in 2011. Jesus Christ,
Give a guess.
man's got
When did
two
that-
feet. Leave me alone.
What?
When did Dead Space 3 come out, Sims?
2012. Natalie was pregnant.
I know when it came out.
Natalie was pregnant, so it was about that.
It's not when it came out. Wasn't?
2000.
I'm pretty sure it was 2013.
Well, that doesn't help a goddamn thing.
Nope.
How does it? It's not an Assassin's Creed game.
Dead Space 2 came out in 2010.
2013.
Or
I
2011,
was 1
maybe.
year off. Give me some credit.
I know. Gotcha. I was just giving you the year.
Here's your credit. Oh, we didn't get a Nintendo.
No.
It's not an exclusive.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
2011.
This is tough. I have no idea.
I picked a good game. Give a guess. Just give a guess. Anything. Guess something, even if you don't think it is.
Alexa, what? Choose a game that came out
Dead
in
Space 2 was
2011.
2011. Okay. Nick says Dead Space 2 did come out in 2011. I thought it was 2011. Makes sense.
Yeah, but he said no sequels.
Alexa, stop.
I did say no sequels.
And I
You're
mean,
right.
Dead Space. There is a Dead Space 3.
Mm-hmm. No, Nick. Dark Souls, I think, came out in 2010 or 2009, maybe.
Yeah, but there was a Dark Souls 3 also, Nick.
And 2.
I think he was suggesting 2, right? I don't know. I don't know
No,
what
he says. No, he says. Dead, no,
All right, we'll
he
go
said
with
Dead Space.
suggestion. Fuck it. Arkham City.
The game came out. It's not Arkham City. The game came out May 17th, 2011. Developed by Team Bondi, which I did not know developed this game. I thought it was
Is it
the
Bandai?
publisher of Rockstar Games. No, the publisher is Rockstar Games. It is LA Noire. I thought it was also developed by Rockstar, but it's not. It's developed by Team Bondi. It's an Australian developer, published by Rockstar. LA Noire.
Now.
Hmm?
I think Rockstar owns that team now.
They probably do. Yeah, see, I knew you guys would know this game and like this game.
The
But
thing
yeah,
is,
there's like some shooting
Rockstar
parts.
made like not that many games, so like you're
Yeah.
hesitant to go Rockstar because that's just a waste. Isn't it?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you guys tried to ask all these publishers. I knew you would not get Rockstar because they self-publish this game. That's going to be hard. You know.
Yeah, wouldn't Take-Two have published it?
No, I'm looking at publisher right here is Rockstar Games.
Take-Two owns Rockstar. And just says Rockstar published it?
Mhm.
That's weird. Okay, cool. That was the Nerd Gods Podcast, episode 82. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. Go listen to us on audio platforms. Hit that little fucking bell or whatever. I'm not really sure what it does.
It notifies you when we upload something.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That'd be cool. You guys got anything else to say?
No, play more games.
Play
Woohoo.
RuneScape. Play RuneScape.
Don't play RuneScape.
Oh, ignore this fucking toss pot. It makes up games in 2011.
What's a toss pot? Is that like
You
something
Daniel.
gross?
Okay, we're gonna go. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
See you later.
The hell is a toss?